Fightzone.
Dec, since we last spoke, when I was last, you was a light heavyweight. Now you're a cruiserweight, and look like you're growing and growing. Was it just natural progression, or could you have still done the 12-7?
Yeah, I could definitely still do 12-7, but the last few pounds are very hard to get off. Yeah, I mean, after three tough fights really against big names, I just thought, you know, why not give it a crack at cruiser? I spar very well against cruiserweights, hold my own, more than hold my own really. So went out, tried sparring with the top level, up at that weight, and I did really well, so I thought I may as well take the chance and have a go, and that's here we are.
Would you prefer it if the cruiserweight was still 13-8 and not the 14 stone? Because you're going to be up against, when I say they're almost beasts, 15 stone men coming down. Yeah,
obviously I'm aware of that, but still, even at 14-4, I've still got met weight. You know, I'm a very big, I'm just broad and, you know what I mean, stocky and solid really. So yeah, it's I still have to make weight to make 44, so you can imagine what it was like to make 12-7.
Yeah, I can imagine. You're still managed by Carl Greaves, who's promoting you this weekend on Fightzone, but you've moved Carrots to training. How did that come about?
Yeah, I mean, purely down to like our time schedule didn't really work. Carl's a very busy man, and I'm a very busy guy as well. And you know, it just didn't seem to work out the way he was working, but you know, still managed by Carl, and it's great to have him still on the journey. New coach, Alistair, you know, we gel really well, and you know, you'll see the fruits of the labour when I get in there on the weekend.
Who is your new coach?
Alistair.
So you go to Bradford from Scunthorpe?
Yeah, Fringe of Leeds, Fringe of Bradford, end of Leeds, yeah.
And how long does that journey take you every day?
If you hit traffic in the morning, hour and a half, and on the way back around hour and 10, hour and 15.
So yeah. What are you doing work-wise now? Because I know you had a job, you're now working for yourself now or something?
Yeah, so me and a good friend of mine, Luke Fisher, we've got a gym. Luke's got a gym, so I now work out at that. We're both PTs, basically just a school of boxing. So I do that in the day now. I'm very busy with it. That's took off better than I ever could imagine, really. So yeah, I'm boxing by day, boxing by night. So yeah, really enjoying it at the minute.
You're still playing the guitar in the band?
I'm still doing a bit, yeah. Not as much as I was doing. It's like, once again, just so busy. Especially when I've got my like 10, 12 weeks before a fight. It's very hard to get it in, but yeah, well, I pick it up when I can.
I mean, you're on the Fightzone platform this weekend. There's quite a lot of cruiserweights on there. Jack Massey, David Jameson, Ian Martell. There's good fights around them sort of fighters. Have you looked at all those at all? Do you know them?
Yeah, I sparred Jack Massey the other week, sorry. Real nice guy. And I mean, for me, like, as you look at like heavy from 1 to 10, very solid. You look at the cruiserweight from 1 to 10, it's very open, in my opinion. And that's not the reason for moving up. You know, I mixed it with three of the top 10 in my last 3 fights at light heavy. So you know, I'm not moving up for that reason. But you know, my ambition is to, you know, win a British title, and I believe I could definitely do that cruiserweight, and then move on from there.
As you say, when you say you look at that top 10 how open it is, they must obviously say they could beat you in the same breath. You would fancy your chances again, and there would be arguments for both ways, wouldn't there?
Yeah, of course would, yeah.
When you fought like a Yard and Arthur, was there any consolation when people kept saying to you, oh, you did well afterwards?
The Lyndon Arthur fight was a lot of half the reason I'm moving up. I was very dead at the weight. No excuses. Lyndon was very good. So yeah, I do get branded that tough guy. Or he's all right. You did well. You went 12, but it's still no constant. You know, it's still. Yeah, it leaves a bit of taste in your mouth, but with the Anthony Yard fight, that's a fight I go down to 12-7 for again. I thought I was a bit unlucky in that. I thought I was very hard done by. But as boxing, you know, I knew the plan was to get me. I got 2.5 weeks notice for that. I thought I did very well in that. The stuff had changed, but I thought I did very well in that. Clipped, he's very heavy-handed. But yeah, that's a fight I would like again if I was to go down 12-7, but I can never see it happening.
But as you're saying there about, you know, you want a British title, you want that more than being known as this tough guy who pushed everybody. Yeah,
of course, yeah. I mean, I'm a former English champion, you know, if you look at my record, it's not a padded record, you know, like, I've took chances, I've took chances when I didn't really need to as well. I took a voluntary defence against Shakan Pitters, you know, so it just tells you, you know, I'm in this game to test myself, and I have tested myself, but you know, I've more than done my apprenticeship now, and I want the titles.
Would it be any rush 17 months out?
Yeah, there could be, possibly. I said I've had good sparring, and we've gelled really well with Alistair, and yeah, I'll only know that when I get in, but I'm sure there'll be something. But I'll dust it off and get on with the job.
And what can you tell us about your opponent this week? Has one been sorted for you?
Yeah, I'm boxing Perry Howe at the minute, and that'll be a good one. He's 4-1, 5-1, I think he is. So yeah, he's going to come out to win, and that's what I want as well. That's a name what. You know, he's not a big name. He's not a small name. So it's that middle ground, and it'll be a good test to see what I am like at this weight. I'm Dec Spelman. Watch me on Fightzone this Saturday.
Fightzone.